Right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wherever you are, I say yaba, yaba bim on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Obviously, like we've always been saying, it's the same refrain every time someone subscribe to the channel and I subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. A very, very imperative part. So I subscribe to the channel, no turning on notification. We want to hear from you also. So in the comment section, anytime that you disagree with something, anytime anytime you see something that you want to point to or notice now, make sure say you don't hesitate. You point it out. We'll be quick to have that conversation with you. It was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. It's the holiday edition this morning here in Ghana on Friday morning. Yeah, bro, the quick analysis of everything that we are about to speak about the world of sports. A lot of things have been said. Noni Madueke has responded to criticism from the coach Enzo Maresca. Yes, Enzo Maresca, if you remember, criticized Noni Madueke. He spoke about the fact that he has a little bit of a personal thing with Noni. Now, the reason why Noni was not playing was that he wasn't training very well. He spoke about the fact that Noni needs to be more ambitious and he needs to go for more things after just one goal. He doesn't have to be satisfied and relaxed after scoring one goal. He needs to push for more. That's what he expects from him, that Noni can do more. And Noni yesterday, with a UK Standard Co paper has done a rebuttal to it. He has spoken about everything. Enzo Maresca about what he said about him, the attitude in training, Sandy. He has spoken about it. He also went on to speak about the title race and possibly what is going to be in the ME. Noni and Shani, yeah, maybe that thing can put him in some trouble, or you don't think so? We'll delve deeper into some Noni conversation. Chelsea this weekend, our Tottenham out of almost 6 centre backs back up and they are available. Just one centre back and they are available to play against Chelsea this weekend on Sunday against Chelsea over the Stamford Bridge. And now we will see 1-0 against Bournemouth. We discuss the things around it. The Bournemouth, Tottenham Hotspur Chelsea game possibly this weekend. We'll talk about that. And big ones also. Barca this morning are saying, a huge breakthrough for Abrantia Freddy Jonathan Tah to be their next centre back. I don't know. I don't know how feasible that Jonathan Tah conversation is. But enough, if you read almost all the pro-Barca papers in Catalonia, what they are saying is that there was a meeting between Jonathan Tah representatives and Barca 4 representatives led by Deco and Juan Laporta. Now, in that meeting, they said that they've all but completed. It is almost that it can be considered done. Barca, any Jonathan Tah things will be done. Now the bigger problem is that will Jonathan Tah come in January or will come in the summer? The thing that you have to understand is that the parents club again buying for Leverkusen, that is a club that's fighting for a lot of things on multiple grounds in Germany. Of course, in the DFB Pokal, of course in the in Europe when they are playing the Champions League, they want to qualify out of the group stages, and then also the fact that the German Bundesliga, although FC Bayern Munich are on top of the German Bundesliga, they buying for Leverkusen, they are a team that can really go on and challenge for things. They can really go on and then push for certain things or on. I doubt set buying for Leverkusen and Jonathan Tah in Germany, Leverkusen in Germany, and then move on to go and play for team friend FC Barcelona assistants. Now it is really going to be a little bit difficult for that to happen in terms of what they want from them, in terms of how they want to see certain things over there. And this is what Matteo Moreto and of course Fabrizio Romano and reported on Jonathan Tah deal. Barca advancing well in Jonathan Tah deal, and yesterday's meeting proved very positive. The club is in pole position to sign him, although not everything is close yet. Bayern are also in the race, but Barca are ahead in terms of pricing the young Jonathan Tah. Not particularly young, away from Leverkusen to go in. In fact, there is a picture of a young Jonathan Tah near so supporting Barca. It looks as you said Jonathan Tah or Yakra supporting FC Barcelona, and almost every time the facts are supporting Barcelona, it seems to have been invigorated the love for the club still, and he wants to go and play for Barcelona. The facts are not supporting Barcelona seems to be pushing a lot of things on Jonathan Tah, and of course Barcelona say that they want him. But like Fabrizio Moka, in the conversation of Jonathan Tah, still there is FC Bayern Munich, and then any last thing, so we see Germany for Christoph and any more idea. their thought is that the best players in Germany should not just leave Germany and go abroad. For them, they should have the first refusal. Say that maybe not Juventus or Italy, no. Almost all of the top players in Italy, in Germany, should have the first refusal for either Juventus and as a team of NFC Bayern Munich before they are going to move into. They say that they are in it, they are pushing for it. They want to make sure, say, Abrante Freddy Jonathan Star is not going to go. But Barca saying, say, they are almost done, all but done. Finally, they are very, very close. And yesterday, according to Sports and Carlos Monfort, a reporter for FC Barcelona, Carlos Monfort reporter said Jonathan Tah to Barcelona is practically completed after today's meeting. In fact, that meeting was huge. Deco traveled to Leverkusen, Enra area, Kokoshia Jonathan Tah representatives, and Jonathan Tah in a restaurant. They had a very, very good conversation. He presented a plan for FC Barcelona for him, how they want to use him. The fact so Mujidi said Inigo Martinez and they want him to also be a leader to Abrante Feni Pau Kubasi. And in there, they showed Jonathan Tah what they want to do. They believe that Jonathan Tah is probably going to buy into the idea of joining FC Barcelona. Of course, in training after Sam Mallorca game, no Barca has a game against not Elche. They are playing against Real Betis this weekend over there in the Spanish La Liga. Manuel Pellegrini, Real Betis, no, that's who they are playing against. And in there, Barcelona have returned to training. There is a bright friend, Ronald Araujo, who was in training the last time. Huge boost for them. Of course, also the centre backs are the home commander. Centre back of Pau Kubasi, Inigo Martinez, 2 centre backs out of 98 corner kicks defended. They've not considered a single goal from corner kicks, and it tells you how defensively resolute those two have been. But then still, the German manager Hansi Flick knows that he needs to add more depth on the defense for him, because Ronald Araujo back, there's a possibility that he gets injured. There's a possibility Inigo gets injured. Christensen is also there. He hasn't really featured this season. Prania the other has been disturbing him. So Barca knows that they need to get depth with team in that regard. And now, as part of Messi's regular media rounds, he did an interview. He spoke about a lot of things. He spoke about FC Barcelona, his time there, and the club, how is going with Mundo Deportivo. Lionel Messi, see, you can never accept to be second if you are wearing the Barca shirt. This means to be the part of the biggest club in the world. Even if you don't win, at least you must compete for all the titles to the very end. Lionel Messi told Mundo Deportivo. He went on to say, he said, my message to Barca fans, I miss you a lot. We can meet again soon. I hope you feel proud of being part of the best club in the world, because it is our honor. And of course, Barca knows that they want to get a job done. Remember, if it's a Barca still in January are trying to see if they can get a striker to be a backup for Abrante friend Robert Lewandowski in there. Of course, in a Barca team, apart from Robert Lewandowski, they are looking to be say Jonathan David to come in and then augment the center forward areas, and just in case there is an injury. So Abrante, your friend Robert Lewandowski is an important player to them, but they also understand say anything at all can happen to Abrante friend Robert Lewandowski, so they need to make sure they check and then get a lot of cover in there. Frankie de Jong, after all of those things now, say he is happy to be at FC Barcelona as it stands now. Pau Victor Ekasai, of course, one of the players, young players of Barcelona who are really understanding Robert Lewandowski, and we wait to see. So Abrante friend Robert Lewandowski is going to go on as it stands now. And now, of course, Barca Forum are dominating the La Liga data. Robert Lewandowski has 15 goals. The top scorers are Rafinha, 11 goals. Ante Budimir, 9 goals. Vinicius Jr., 8 goals. Kylian Mbappe, 8 goals. Lamine Yamal, 8 assists. Rafinha, 8 assists. Alex Baena for Villarreal, 5 assists. Oscar Mingueza for Celta Vigo, 5. Vinicius Jr., 5 assists also. And that's the list of the data in the Spanish La Liga assistants now. So Barca gets very, very close to Abrante Freddy Jonathan Tah to come in and make sure so augment your more in there, of course, because it's an important stuff to do. Real Madrid for edge possible opponent or the Copa del Rey round of 32 all the games went through. In fact, your betting picks here pick here now. It got lost in those matches also sooner. And I think Getafe or so, just a double chance for them away. They couldn't win. That's such a disgraceful game. Last week wasn't good at all for the investors now. But I promise you, said from tomorrow, work harder to make sure so we give you picks that win. So just don't worry. Just don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. I say. Real Madrid are looking for their next opponents. It's possibly going to be Babastro, Deportivo Minera, UD Longores, and then Pontevedra, possibly. These are the teams that Barca Madrid are going to meet. On the other side, Villarreal and Madrid yesterday, I told you, said it's possibly going to be scheduled on the 2nd of January. It's not fully finalized yet, but definitely can come on. And now Luka Modric, in himself, Madrid are in a very difficult place and they need leadership. He took to Instagram and Okoye to try and inspire the Madrid boys, tell them understand, say, in this position as Madridistas, we've been there before. There's no need to panic too much. There's no need to worry too much. There is every need, however, say go back into the training field and to work hard, to push hard, to make sure that they work really hard and then try and get results. And when the football starts and then they begin to play football starting from this weekend, this is a month that there are a lot of games in there. And he has mentioned several times the Barca players, the Madrid players should not be worried. And he was specific with Federico Valverde after saying Madrid all let it off a go. And this is what Luka Modric echoing. I'll say, stop blaming him for last night's mistake. Everyone can do it. He has been giving all for the club for 6 years and did everything in his best. And now fans hate him for only one mistake. Yes, it was a big one, but we're still capable to win a trophy. I believe it. It's unbelievable and embarrassing behavior for Madridista fans. Chastise Abrantia, your friend Federico Valverde for that mistake over there. Now they say, Abrantia friend Luka Modric say that's the disgraceful one, and he doesn't expect. FC Madrid fans, Abrantia friend Federico Valverde because they believe he deserves more and he needs to push in. Of course, the ports, the tables, the groups of the Club World Cup was done. It was done, including teams like Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. The tables that was done. I see one in Group A. There was Palmeiras, Porto, Al Ahly representing Africa. There is Inter Miami, representing America. There is Paris Saint-Germain. There is Atletico Madrid. There is Botafogo, Seattle Sounders also in there. Bayern Munich, Auckland, Boca Juniors, Benfica. In Group D, that's where Chelsea were, Flamengo, Esperance, Chelsea, any team, my friend Leon, were all there. In Group F, there's River Plate, Enzo Fernandez from our team, Aurora Reds from Japan, Monterrey from Mexico, then Inter Milan, Group F, there's Fluminense, there is Dortmund, there is Uslam, and of course there is Mamelodi Sundowns, then of course in Group G, there's Manchester City, there's Wydad Casablanca, there's Al Ain, and Italia, the Juventus or in Group F. That's where Real Madrid, there's Real Madrid, there is Al Hilal, there is Pachuca, and there is RB Salzburg, also as the teams that award the Club World Cup conversation. The official draw was done last night. And Chelsea means that Chelsea a former player in Abrantia, your friend of David Luiz. David Luiz currently Brazilian league. He plays with Abrantia. He plays with Flamengo, and Chelsea are going to meet them. Obviously, Club World Cup, Neymar, any Mbappe Ebishia in 2025. Rodrigo Goes, any Neymar Ebishia, because in the Club World Cup, it's going to be Real Madrid, Red Bull Salzburg, Al Hilal, any Pachuca, in the Bishia inside group. So it means that Neymar Bishia and down for Mbappe, Vinicius Bishia Mbappe, and there's going to be Rodrigo Goes on Bishia and Mbappe. And the trophy is beautiful trophy for the Club World Cup over there. And it looks as if in there everything is going to go on well. And we'll wait to see. Madrid obviously will want to wake up and then start getting results as the season goes on, because Enshena any good and normal with respect to all of those things. Now to the English Premier League. Even before the English Premier League, it means that Chelsea, in the Club World Cup, ABC team, my friend Flamengo, and like I did say, former Chelsea player, Abrantia, your friend David Luiz, plays for Flamengo. David Luiz in him, how important it will be for him to reunite in his former club, Chelsea. There are lots of things that are going to happen. There's a possibility, say Chelsea, maybe when a young boyfriend, of Parmila, as Stabao Willian. In the contract to Chelsea, it looks as if Omodi Shemu said the boy can play the Club World Cup, because I think it's going to be somewhere in June. He can play the Club World Cup before he joins Chelsea, somewhere for preseason before he joins Chelsea. And then also, there is a conversation, around that time also, one share Enzo Fernandez to be in a former club. I friend River Plate in Argentina. Enzo plays our club. It was his real club. He loved the club so much, and there's a possibility say Abrante Enzo Fernandez can go on and then play inside game, against Tima, your friend River Plate in the Club World Cup. So there are lots of former teammates, a lot of former friends, a lot of friends that are going to reunite and then meet each other in the Club World Cup. And I think that presents a very good opportunity for all the clubs, especially the clubs in Europe, to win something. Bayern Munich in him say it's a good opportunity for them. I'm saying for Dortmund, same for Paris Saint-Germain, Luis Enrique. He's under enormous pressure. And he knows that he needs to do better to be able to get results against in the Club World Cup. And this time in Europe proper, he's not getting the results, but if he's able to do things so he can get it in the Club World Cup and possibly win something for Paris Saint-Germain. There is Man City, there's Chelsea, Enzo Maresca, realistic opportunity to win the first ever Club World Cup played in this format for him to win. So we wait to see how it's going to be like our Club World Cup. Then wait to see how it's going to be. But Chelsea have been drawn in a group with Flamengo. Also a group name. Chelsea were in Group G. However, Group G and Chelsea were in Group G. Group D. Sorry, Flamengo, and then they play against I think it's Raja Casablanca over there. And then you go in and you look at Chelsea playing against Esperance de Tunis, Flamengo, Chelsea, and Leon from Mexico. Esperance de Tunis, Flamengo, and Leon over there. And these are the teams at Chelsea and Yomo Aircraft. But now let us get straight into it. And now in the English Premier League, big one, big stuff that went on in the English Premier League. The fact that Abrantia, your friend Noni Madueke also spoke. But first of all, Tottenham must play about Chelsea this weekend. And we're going to see by a goal to 0. And Oshe, the other side, so Fulham and so winning our English Premier League. Now, if you look at the English Premier League table after the last round of matches, and not really last round of matches now, you can tell. Say most of the teams now, the English Premier League is properly shaping up over there. All of the teams now is shaping up. Almost everybody is shaping up the kind of games what they want to see. How things will pan out in the English Premier League. So first of all, we start with the standings. We can see Liverpool at the first with 35 points, Chelsea at the second with 28 points, Arsenal third with 28 points, Manchester City 26 points, Brighton 23 points, Fulham 22 points. It means that finally there is some huge gap. There is a gap of about 3 points between Chelsea any fifth position, Brighton at 5 points, and Man City any fifth position in Brighton at 3 points, sorry. And then of course as it goes down, the points have been now Tottenham at the 10th position. They need to play against Chelsea this weekend. They are not having it good at all. Also the next round of matches, I say Chelsea against teams in the next 8 matches. I say Chelsea, but Tottenham at the 10th position as it stands now. Brentford 9th, Everton 15th, Fulham 12th position, Ipswich 18th, Crystal Palace 17th, Bournemouth 13th, and then it starts again the next round with team up. Your friend Wolverhampton Wanderers also at the bottom of the league as it stands now. Now this is and now after the game against Bournemouth, Ange Postecoglou, Tottenham Hotspur manager, was asked about Chelsea match, and he was asked that he believes that he can go on and get a results in there. Is he going to buy a centre back in January, or say that's not going to help him against Chelsea? Now the centre backs in April, or also 1 day less to prepare for the game against Chelsea. It's really going to be a tough game. But again, another one of those banana skin games, another one of those games that are going to be a little bit difficult for Chelsea if they don't remain focused 100%. Because why do I say that? It's a derby game. If it's a derby games, don't follow the form guide. 2, the fact that they have been wounded by their recent wins, they've struggled in recent times now. Going away to Chelsea can spring back their season into life. The fact that Chelsea, you can really play well. You can really get the fans behind you. You can really gain some momentum. Away at Chelsea. The last time and before last season, Brandon Tottenham any Chelsea boy in the first game of the season. Brandon friend Kuti Romero, Ekochi, Marco Correa, Timmy, and then after that there was a spat between Antonio Conte and Thomas Tuchel. After time, there was a huge spat over there, and we know it's going to be a huge one. In terms of what Chelsea can do and what Chelsea cannot do. Of what will happen to Chelsea and stuff like that. It's really going to be important. It's a tough one for Tottenham Hotspur. Like I said, Ange Postecoglou won't be signed about signing a defender. Or say M1 against Chelsea on Saturday, so there's no need for them to ask him that question. He went on, he was asked about a lot of things over there. First of all, he was asked about what his teams can do or games, how they can play better, how they can get results. Or say a bad thing against Chelsea match. He was asked about the number of players who lose any signing man. Or say Ange Postecoglou, if you ask what we are going to do, we do not know. Essentially, what we know is that we don't have players to play at the back. His first attack, one attack last and run was not good enough against Bournemouth. It was a very bad attack. Bournemouth killed them in transitions using the young boy called Caceres. Now they did that a lot of the time, and I think that Bournemouth and Rana were very wasteful. It's going to be a huge template for Chelsea to go on and play against Tottenham Hotspur. Again, they seem to have a plan in beating teams and Manchester City, but when they play against teams like Chelsea, it's a little bit difficult for them. If you're on point, Chelsea are on point to the man marking against Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur should not, hold anything against them in Chelsea. Chelsea should make it easy. And now the final centre back, and what gave him Ben Davies a pulley hamstring and was subbed off. Tottenham a down bad at centre back. Christian Romero, Van der Ven. Now Ben Davies all out. It's serious crisis. I don't know if there's going to be anybody that comes in. I don't know if they can get any of them to recover fully and then come back and do their job. But it's really going to be a difficult one for them in terms of how they want to play over there in terms of how things are going to go. It's very, very important. And SofaScore did the conversion. They did a comparison between Enzo Maresca and the former Chelsea coach, Abrante friend and Mauricio Pochettino last season. SofaScore rated Chelsea at this point in time 6.9. Now we rated Chelsea 7.04. Not Chelsea that 10th. Enzo Maresca at second as it stands now. 25 goals scored this season, 31 goals scored. Last season 22 goals conceded. This time 15. 13.4 shots per goal. This time 15.20. This season 45 big chances. This season 51. Enzo Maresca largely doing better than Abrante, your friend Mauricio Pochettino, if you compare to his team last season. Chelsea, young player, your friend Estevao Willian. Now Ronaldo has spoken about him. The last time I told you, say Brazil. The Brazilians believe that there isn't a better talent since Neymar that's come out of Brazil than this boy called Estevao Willian. It is the leader of Brazil's junior team. A young team, how they groom them. The leader of departments now. Who said that initially? And then for me, my eyebrows were raised. And Brazil legend Ronaldo de Lima has spoken about Estevao Willian. And listen, he's a younger player and very talented. He's the kind of Lamine Yamal. He'll soon be the big star in football. Talking at Abrante, your friend Estevao Willian, and what he brings to the team now, it was very, very important. And Abrante, your friend Noni Madueke had an interview. In that interview, he spilled the beans or reacted to Asema Enzo Maresca Ekaye. He reacted to it. Enzo Maresca can say sometimes when he's serious, sometimes he needs to do better. He reacted to it. He spoke clearly in no uncertain terms about how he feels about it, and he was clear. And I think that's exactly how Chelsea players feel about Enzo Maresca. I love it already. Now this is what Noni Madueke on Maresca criticisms over there said. He said he is honest and truthful. Noni talking about his manager. So he is honest and truthful. He tells the truth, and he is one man you can trust. That's all you want from a coach. Honesty. He told me about it too. He is not necessarily a coach that's trying to be the best friends with everyone. No, but he's a coach that is straight with everyone and fair to everyone. That's what you need at a top club like Chelsea. So I have no problems. He told me what I need to do. I'm a pro. I need to work on it. I need to be focused, and I have no problem at all in terms of Noni Madueke. And you see, you listen to Noni Madueke. You listen to the players. And I remember, I'll be so sad if you guys don't remember. When the season started, Enzo Maresca told Raheem Sterling, said he doesn't have a future. He's not in his plans now. I remember sitting here and saying, he said, Chelsea knows that Raheem Sterling cannot get there. Chelsea, Enzo Maresca knew. And instead of beating about the bush, he would rather be straight up and honest with him. He would rather make sure, say, I kind of channel. Saying Raheem Sterling will not stress him and stuff like that. He can go on and then make sure that he will get results. He can go on and make sure that he can focus on his goal and then train them to get results. And that's the reason why the team is thriving. He is honest, he's truthful, he's straight up with the people, and then make sure say, everything is going to be very, very well over there in terms of what he does for the boys. So that is it with Noni Madueke and then Enzo Maresca as at yesterday, and how things were going to go. Now, in the same interview, Noni Madueke will be signed again about possible title race for Chelsea, and what he said was that, of course, we are up for it, but whether we are in it or not is a different question. However, we are taking every game as it comes. We are trying to progress and trying to get better. We are focusing on ourselves, really, and really trying to improve. That's the most important thing about the title race and what we want to do over there. He spoke about it again. And now, Paul Mason, I in the predictions that Chelsea is going to beat team up. Your friend Victoria Mospe. We wait to see how it's going to go on over there. It's a matter of time. We'll see. And now, Athletic for a little bit of a data analysis, and they'll tell you why Nicolas Jackson has been very important as it goes on. I'll come back. I'll give you. The afternoon we'll talk about that details. Jadon Sancho on the first Chelsea goal. I'll say I'm delighted. I'm finally shot. I'm just over the moon, and I got my goal. I'm grateful to whether I start or come on the bench. As long as I get some minutes and I can play in front of the fans, I'm delighted. But today, top it off with my goal. Obviously, the most important thing is the 3 points. Talking about Jadon Sancho, we can't get carried away. It's nice to be in this position, but we are going to take it game by game because we still have a long season ahead of us. So that's it. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. The morning edition. We will be back. We will be back. Take care. Bye bye.